Welcome to part 2. Welcome to part 2 of the streams of collective consciousness. Why up? Oh my gosh, am I promoting my face? Okay, so this is a sustainable fashion, social justice, and environmental, news chat. I usually start at 6 p.m. Central Time, but I decided to restart the live stream because there's some glitching problems. So now it's like 7:40. But I'm happy to get into news. So basically I was talking about a beauty pageant for part 1. You'll find it in my playlist of live streams if you ever want to watch the first part of this. But yeah, I was basically looking at Miss Earth USA and how beauty can be combined with values. And we were in the middle of this video where it's discussing like how there can be such a thing as an ego pageant in midst of, the doom and gloom of the climate. It'll still make sense. These are some of the contestants.
Right. I have lots of stuff in here. So this is sunny day, literally in a dress. It is bright yellow, and I think like 10 pounds.
At least.
I've worn this dress 3 times, actually. Let me turn it around.
Oh no, girl.
My mom is my best friend and my hero. When we moved into Section 8 housing, she still made us feel like we lived in a mansion and we were in a 1-bedroom apartment.
I'm afraid that she's gonna win and I'm not gonna be there. Seriously.
My family can't come. It's too expensive.
It's just too expensive right now around the holidays. It's just not feasible.
When they call my name, my big thing is to raise my arms and make a big smile. And then I have my sassy walk forward.
First things first, shoulders are back, head up, chin up, hands on the waist. Foot is out, right foot is out.
It is the moment where you show off all your moves, your spins, your turns, everything you've been working for on your body.
All right, give me your affirmations.
I am beautiful, I am sexy, I deserve this, I am a winner.
What was that?
I am a winner. I'm a winner.
We are working hardest on her walking because she's new to pageants.
Oh, this leg hurts from that. And hey, beauty is pain.
I have been preparing for Miss Earth mentally, physically, changing my lifestyle for the last 5 months. Waking up at 5:30, 6 a.m., hitting the gym, going to work, coming straight from work, back to the gym to meet with my coach.
For these contestants, all this work might just be the first step in a much longer journey. Because in a way, the real prize for Miss Earth USA is a chance to compete in the international pageant for even bigger stakes.
Mother Nature roars loud and proud,
including events like the costume competition, where each country's winner submits videos dressed as an animal of local environmental importance. Back in the USA, the competition is especially fierce this year. Miss Earth's growth and progressive reputation has meant an influx of contestants.
The competition this year is so big at Miss Earth USA. It's gonna be neck and neck to see who makes that top 20.
There's 55 women, and only 1 girl's walking away with the crown.
Florida. Georgia. Here. Hawaii. Here. Idaho. Here. Kentucky. Here. West Virginia. Here. Hey, guess what? Woo. If you're here and present and accounted for, you get dibs on the better dressing room. Woo!
Don't rush your makeup. You're supposed to take your time doing that, and you should have been finished getting that makeup done.
I know. I'm so nervous. I will sit down and I'll think about it. I'll think about like everything playing out in my head, and then I'll literally just start sweating on the spot.
I want her to win. I want her to be Miss Earth, so she can finally not, Mommy, are you gonna make me another dress again?
She's the best.
No, she's the best.
We're both a little antisocial. We picked perfect roommates for each other. I'm excited. And I think, honestly, swimsuits probably the most stressful part for me, just because I feel like every part of you is being judged.
I still talk to every single one of those girls, so I'm definitely shocked.
There's also a group of people who told the directors that I lied about being, 1, bipolar, 2, bisexual, but also that I lied about being Teacher of the Year, which is really heartbreaking. Going into the pajama party tonight, I'm feeling a little uneasy. Now I have to be in a room full of all of those women, not knowing which ones I can and can't trust. In high school, I had a group of girls that made my life a living heck. Once people found out where I lived and that my dad was homeless and on meth, they told everyone, and it was humiliating. And I made up this huge lie in high school about my life, and I pretended to be someone that I wasn't because I was so ashamed of who I am.
If you hear someone was being a bully, is that like immediate no?
I'd say
Like,
so.
Yeah, bullying's not tolerated.
Yeah.
The whole thing is like we're supposed to lift each other up, and like if you can't represent that and you don't believe in that, like then you're not right for us. And I mean, girls will be girls, but
in general, you want ideally to crown somebody that everyone there is happy and appreciates,
Like
understands
the
why
earlier
she won.
Yeah.
So tonight we're judging the finals, okay? Remember, keep in mind with the diversity of our judging panel, we are not all going to probably agree on the results.
She is a mechanical engineer who has worked across multiple industries.
On top of her stage performance, each contestant is also judged on her eco-creds, evaluated through pre-pageant interviews, her environmental platform, and a 100-day plan for enacting it.
I love the young women that approach this from, and here are the steps you can take tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like right now, like when you leave this auditorium, if you do this one thing, that contribution begins to actually make an impact.
We're gonna do one horizontal.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the finals of Miss Earth USA 2023. Tonight we will get to appreciate their beauty, acknowledge their achievements, and the moment we've all been waiting for. You've met your delegates, and now I will announce your top 20.
Samiha didn't make the judges' cut for top 20, so she joins the other eliminated contestants backstage.
Oklahoma.
But Sunny and Reniel both survived the first 2 elimination rounds.
Ladies, we'll see you soon in swimsuits.
They compete in swimwear and evening gown one last time. But the 2 of them aren't picked as one of the top 5 finalists.
Your Miss Earth USA heir is Maryland, meaning your Miss Earth USA 2023 is Kentucky!
Now is the time to protect our planet, the mental health of women everywhere, and that it begins with me.
The crown went to Danielle Mullins, aka Miss Kentucky Earth, a makeup artist who put in hundreds of hours of community service as part of her bid.
I'm an ambassador with Wands for Wildlife, so we're able to use recycled mascara wands to help aid baby animals in rescue centers to make a difference for them.
I feel a little disappointed, but I think that's part of putting yourself out into these things. You never know what's gonna happen.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a little sad, but overall I'm good. Like, I literally can't cry right now because I'm so happy. But my feet are killing me too. Really bad, but you know, I'm just really happy. A lot of the girls and I were gonna go out and get some food, and then we're gonna get drinks, and then hopefully like hit the hot tub in our evening gowns. Yeah. It's so weird because I feel like I have to reset everything once I get back.
I really love Miss Earth USA and the concept of like reshifting the beauty standards and like a criteria to be able to win. I like how there's like volunteer things that you have to do, care about the earth, care about some like philanthropic matter of sorts. So, I mean, I have never heard of the eco beauty thing before, in terms of like pageants. So, I don't know when these come out. This was released April. Maybe they have another one coming up in April. But super interesting to learn about this. I have no clue. I don't really follow pageants like that. But it's definitely shifting the culture of what to expect in terms of like outside beauty with like internal values, and they just like come together to compete. So interesting, very cool, very cool. And then for some other news, basically I discovered that Nike's has these quote unquote like sustainable shoes, and that they released a new one called the light crimson version. I have no idea, but basically they have like a Nike Next Nature 2023 thing, and they basically made sneakers with recycled materials, and they just keep releasing more and more of them, and they're inspired by nature and engineered to deliver optimal results for different types of athletes and activities. And they have different versions. So they have the Nike Air Zoom Alpha Fly Next Nature. These titles are something else, but basically it's like the most sustainable performance shoe ever. 50% recycled content by weight. This is the fastest shoe in the line. Responsive Zoom X middlesole made from 70% recycled foam. Has air zoom pods. Recycled TPU. Has recycled carbon fiber. It's for the elite runners. And then there's this one. It's called the Nike Air Max Terrascape. It says it has recycled rubber and it has recycled polyester, and it's designed for adventures and to enjoy nature. If this isn't green marketing, I don't know what is. So there's all these different type of shoes that are made like quote unquote sustainably and for the outdoors. And they say it's not just a line, it's a vision of how Nike can create products that are better for the planet and better for the people who wear them. And then, so the latest one that they made was, oh, let me go back. It's this one, okay? It's this one. I mean, it looks like your typical like Nike, but in crimson, and light crimson to be exact. And it incorporates sustainable materials into classic designs. Wow. I like how ourselves to make more things in the name of sustainability. But again, I love this good start. I love the initiative. I love the vibes. But I think most of us don't even know that Nike has a Next Nature collection that uses recycled materials. So if they do have any... Am I glitching? No, I'm glitching again. Guys, I'm such a glitcher today. What is happening? I'm sorry. But anyways, like I was saying, do we really know? Do we really understand the vibes here? I feel like the average consumer doesn't know that Nike has these like sustainable footwears. I think this is for like the people like me who are doing my research, and I'm like, am I sure about Nike? Do I really want to buy from them? And then they're like doing something to appeal to the masses. So, to the sustainable masses. Okay, I'm starting to get paranoid if I'm glitching. Why am I glitching out today? It's Friday. It's supposed to be a fun day. What's happening? Okay, so going to the next thing. So we got another like sustainable law happening by this representative who wants to do like a bipartisan bill to help outdoor retailers phase out toxic forever chemicals. So let's look at her press release. So it says she is going to be introducing a bipartisan Protect Our Clothes from PFAS Act, which would make it easier for outdoor retailers to sell safer apparel that does not contain PFAS. This bill aims to eliminate a significant trade barrier that currently penalizes companies for choosing environmentally friendly alternatives to these harmful forever chemicals in water-resistant apparel. Mainers have come to know how dangerous forever chemicals can be to our health and environment. I'm proud that Maine's outdoor retailers are working to phase out PFAs despite the disparity in duty rates, but we want to level the playing field for companies who are moving towards safer alternatives. Interesting. So basically the law would make it easier for retailers to choose safer alternatives that ensures that their waterproof garments are not contributing to the contamination of our food and water. Oh my god, someone is cooking in my house and it's like stinking up my entire room. Why does it smell like it's burning? Oh, okay. So that's good. I feel like this lady, I don't know how to say her last name, but she's doing a lot of like cool sustainable fashion legislation, and this could be the start of a really good I guess future for like forever chemicals to be not in any clothing, but it is predominantly within like outdoor retail brands who like just need to like avoid water to be soaked into to the skin of the person, obviously. But yeah. Oh, look at this. It says currently water-resistant clothing made with PFAs receive preferential tariff treatments with 70% duty rates, while more sustainable alternatives face a 27% rate. The Protect Our Clothes from PFAS Act would encourage a transition to safer and more sustainable water-resistant garments, provided they meet standard performance requirements. Interesting, interesting. And it has gained strong support from the Outdoor Industry Association and LL Bean, a major employer in Maine outdoor recreation economy, and is a companion pill to legislation previously introduced by some other senators. Nice, nice. Interesting. Now we shall go into spying what other Twitch streamers are doing. Am I the only boring person ever? What is this?
Out to dinner, man. I just want hot pot. I'm a simple person.
Get everybody in this video.
What do I do?
Yeah.
What are they up to? What are they up to?
Have fun.
Okay. Let's see. So, I mean, this is a good start. Like, I hate toxic forever chemicals. I don't know how they're just here forever. Explain that to me. You know what? Let's just move on. I'm so already supposed to be ending the stream. Okay, so it says, make your closet great again. Shop made in America, fashion to dodge tariff prices, shopping delays. So this article basically explains that it's time for tariffs to do their deeds. Can we use robot voice? Let's have robot voice.
The time to tariff-proof your closet is here. Over the weekend, President Trump issued executive orders under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, i.e. EPA, imposing a 10% additional tariff on China, one of the United States' largest trade partners. Mexico and Canada were also subject to the new tightened trade policy, but tariffs have been delayed for a month after the leaders of each country announced plans to increase security at their borders, even though it has been recently mentioned that Canada did commit to the same plan in mid-December. However, the tariffs on China are already underway, and Beijing has already retaliated with tariffs of its own on select American imports, which could lead to a price hike on some products manufactured abroad. Shipping delays are also expected, notably from fast fashion and apparel brands like Shein and Temu. Trump's new order also shuts down the de minimis exception, a loophole that Chinese e-commerce companies use to expedite duty-free shipments worth less than $800. Closing a loophole exploited by China may sound good on the surface, but now, those giant apparel brands will have to go through U.S. customs, which likely means much higher costs and double the shipping time.
Damn. Damn. This is not looking good. Okay, let's continue. Let's learn more. Okay, come on, robot voice. Come on, robot.
At the end of the day, there will be delays and extra cost, and the $2 dress could wind up being $4 and take an extra week to get to you. James Thompson, e-commerce expert at Equity Value Advisors, told the Post on Monday, essentially, fast fashion may slow down and become pricier. Fashion experts suspect that the new policy's ramifications could trickle down to domestic buying habits. Some Americans may be steered towards a tax-free trend, which would mean purchasing more goods made in America. The Post spoke with 3 leading professional stylists, Samantha Brown, Samantha Dawn, and Kin Moy, for more insights into American-made brands and quality pieces worth purchasing. The analysts are eyeing brands like New Balance, Buck Mason, Reformation, and Huckberry, among others that manufacture products on U.S. soil. Tariffs, in the short term, may encourage shoppers to look locally and purchase more American-made brands, suggested Miami wardrobe stylist Samantha Brown. In addition to curbing price surges, Brown expects consumers to shift towards more eco-conscious brands.
Okay. After reflecting, I want to finish the article.
I also think there will be a major shift towards sourcing vintage and pre-owned gems, particularly designer pieces. This is both a reaction to the prices as well as a shift towards more sustainable and conscious purchasing, she added. Like many experts in the fashion sector, Brown is optimistic that buying American-made clothing could positively impact small businesses and individual designers, and drive interest in companies with more ethical and sustainable manufacturing processes. Shoppers being encouraged to purchase products made in the USA is a good thing overall, both for sustainability and to support local business and designers, she added.
I don't like the idea that fast fashion will become more expensive. It can push more consumers to go the second-hand route just to save money from the overpriced fast fashion that's going to come. It's inevitable, I feel like. Maybe, hopefully, the tariffs will bring more American brands to the surface. Maybe we'll, go to them because they're cheaper, or we'll give into the ethos of made in the USA, or become a little bit more nationalistic, given the influence of our government. But at the end of the day, like, these tariffs are causing a headache. They're causing such a headache. It's just complicating everything. It's like no one really knows like how it's gonna all play out. But I guess the one thing that we have guaranteed is that it's gonna make everything more expensive, so we can get made in the USA. Yay. What is happening? What is happening in the world? Oh, I love Sourcing Journal, but I can never read their articles because they're always behind a paywall. But I found this one that talks about the ethical failures in the denim industry, and it's free. But I think it's because it's under this brand. It's sponsored by Revet. That's my hypothesis of why we cannot read this article. I'm going to continue using robot voice because I'm getting tired of using my monotone voice, and robot voice is just the vibes right now.
A lack of buyer accountability and other unethical behavior persists in the global denim industry, according to 2024 State of the Denim Industry report by the Ethical Denim Council, EDC. The nonprofit organization's report builds on last year's findings and expands its focus to include the perspectives and challenges of more than 1,500 factory workers in Pakistan and Bangladesh, 49 consumers and 7 brand employees. All groups expressed strong support for ethical practices, but EDC found significant gaps in how these values are consistently applied to daily business operations. Factory workers and consumers are pushing for clearer, enforceable rules that hold brands accountable for their purchasing practices. While progress is being made in consumer awareness and advocacy for ethical practices, the challenge remains in translating these values into consistent, industry-wide standards that protect workers and ensure fairness across the supply chain, EDC stated.
Okay, well, I think there just needs to be less unethical practices in general. It says that the majority of Pakistan and Bangladesh believe the industry should unite to stop unfair buyer requests. Consumers should shop ethically, and then it says that 71% of consumers are not aware of buying practices like cancellation policies, and then are not aware of brands, retailers, rules of engagement with suppliers. What are rules of engagement with suppliers? Bro, it's like a Friday. I don't know what you're talking about. It's a Friday night. What is rules of engagement? I like how they tell us that we don't know and then don't explain anything. What is happening? No, yeah, I don't know the ins and outs of the garment industry. That's why I'm here. I need the education. Oh, what's this? The non-cancellation compliance clause. It aims to protect suppliers from the financial instability caused by order cancellations and changes. Ah, I still don't understand. What is that? Like, so if we cancel, they're not affected? Okay. That's good. That's good, I guess. Yes. Okay, so to end this article and to move on, because I will stop the live stream soon, but it says, listening to those whose livelihoods are directly impacted by unethical practices within the denim industry is critical, meaningful change. Engaging workers and suppliers in this process ensures that the changes that we pursue are effective and address the root causes of the issues. Their insights and experiences are invaluable in shaping sustainable solutions that foster long-term progress. Yes, yes. We need to give them a voice for their concerns, create strategies that are more holistic and aligned with the needs of those most affected, ensuring progress that benefits all parts of the supply chain. Yes, queen. Or EDC. Yes, EDC queen. I love it. Let's get the exploited denim workers on the table so they can change the solutions internally with the greedy fashion brands and suppliers. I like it. I support it. Hopefully this will end ethical failures. Sounds so simple. Guys, why are we not doing this already? Okay. So, now I want to get into this Teen Vogue article that says what really happens to your clothing, to your used clothing to be exact. It actually ends up in third world countries. Not developing countries, third world countries. And most of it is a long journey, and the third world countries are like called the global south as well. Should we use robot voice? Every time I put robot voice, y'all leave. Don't leave if I put robot voice. Please, I'm begging you. Don't leave. Support robot voice.
Wednesday mornings, Janet and Grace buy bundles of used clothing that have been shipped to Accra, Ghana, from across the world. They spend the rest of their day sifting through these bundles, picking out what's salvageable and sellable. After discarding fast fashion items, often stained or torn, they hang up the better things in their small, adjoined stalls in the Cantomanto market, the largest second-hand market in the world, which covers a sprawling 24 acres in the heart of Accra. Nearly 30,000 other people also work here, many of them sellers like Janet and Grace, all competing, all buying from the same piles of used clothes to resell.
Robot voice reads so slowly. Basically, it ends up like in Ghana, or ends up like not in Western countries, basically, and they have to resell them. And recently, Catamanto is one in Ghana that like got on fire, and it's been in recovery ever since. But I mean, it's not really helping their economy, but it is a job, like it's a way to survive, and they would rather take that than like no option whatsoever. But I mean, we do send like undesirable things, like most of it's just like trash, and they are so used to it that they literally have to go through and like pick through and be like, okay, I can actually sell this, or this is decent, because again, we are discarding unwanted, dirty, and damaged pieces, and so when we transport that to, you know, the global south, they get that unwanted, dirty, and damaged pieces, and it's just hard to sell. Like, no one wants this. Like, why are we doing this whole thing of acting like we want these things? Like, now we gotta like have this whole effort of reselling or repurposing, or I don't know, like just making the best of a very dear situation made out of fast fashion. But I mean, it does give people a job. It gives them a way to survive, gives them a source of income. It's not the best solution, but it is something. And some people have said that these markets, like the Gantamanto market, remains the embodiment of what a circular economy can achieve. Again, it's like not perfect. We can continue to make meaningful steps to reduce textile waste and to extend the life of every garment that passes through our hands. So, yeah, that's where our clothing is ending up. Not an ideal situation, but that's just the truth of it, you know? So to move on, I actually saw this press release by CFDA on social media that says, "Dear fellow designers, again, it's our moment, the start of another moment to tell our stories in the truest form through runway shows, presentations, showrooms, images, and all the ways we choose to communicate our visions. As another New York Fashion Week is upon us, we must remind the world why they should pay attention to these stories, however we decide to communicate them. But the most important thing is to communicate them in our own ways and nobody else's, to listen to the advice of others but never change the ideas we have in their purest forms, to show the world that our ideas and creations exist because of ourselves and not the demands the fashion industry puts upon us. At a time when the role of designers is questioned every day, we have to remove the voices and ignore the noise and focus what matters the most to us, telling important stories and showing important ideas that make everyone think and question what they thought they knew, to tell and show stories of the moment and not to be preoccupied by what's next, and to remember that people are coming to see your ideas because of what you have to say and not because of what they think they want to see. So yes, the world is your vision through your eyes. Fall on the sword yourself and take a risk. Make something completely yours regardless of how people perceive it, and don't compromise, and push ideas on far ends of the spectrum but never in the middle, because ideas in the middle exist in the context of these greater stories for others to interpret and make their own, but never take away your original idea, but never take away from your original idea. I look forward to sharing your stories, and I hope you share the stories of those around you to champion and uplift each other and to let the world see the pure creativity American fashion has to offer. And lastly, have fun. Sending you all my very best. Thom. Thom. I like that name. Thom. I feel like the CFDA is honestly like taking a step towards like storytelling and sustainability, especially with their partnership with Copenhagen Fashion Week and creating a showroom for sustainable fashion designers during New York Fashion Week. I think there's like a new sense moving forward that I haven't really seen before. And I think, yeah, like fashion designers can like share their passions, share their story, but it's like not getting swayed in the chaos of the world, I guess, and like taking initiative to like share what's important and to, you know, like coexist and I guess step up to the moment. So I really like this. Didn't love it. They didn't really explicitly say sustainability is important in the statement, but you can almost feel it being implied of like, you know, and showing important ideas. So I'm hopeful that the CFDA can continue to like work towards sustainability and like environmentalism, especially as they showcase more of a need for like fashion storytelling within the work that is being done. But again, hopeful for the future and how narratives around fashion change and expand for the betterment of the industry as a whole. But moving forward, I saw this like interesting footwear concept by Laura Muth, I think is her last name, and she crafted a locally sourced biodegradable shoe that was designed to naturally break down over time. I saw it on Instagram actually. Let me see if it moves. But I personally think they're very like aesthetically weird. I'm not sure I would wear these out like in New York where it's very dirty. I feel like the material would get very dirty from a very chaotic place, but I do see myself wearing them like I guess around the house. It almost honestly looks like a sock with just like straps holding the leather together with like some sole that they found somewhere. The design is a bit weird. Oh, it is a sock? Oh my god. It is a sock. It's a sock that's literally just being tied around their ankle. I literally did not see this post before I opened it up. So you choose your sock. Oh my gosh, no. You choose your sock, you put the flap up, and then you tie it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Imagine wearing this in New York and just stepping in the sidewalks and the puddles. I just could not. I would not be comfortable. But, I mean, you can customize it. I wonder what people are saying. Cool idea, but how durable are they? That's a good question. The speed with which they decompose is their only good feature. Oh, I mean, the design is like pretty like interesting in general. I think the thing that they're actually selling is this. It's this thing. But I don't know if that classifies as a shoe. If you have to supply your own sock and then you have to tie them up. I don't know. Oh my god, no. Jesus and the disciples wore these. They fire. This is literally me. This is what I was thinking. They're fire until you step in a puddle. These were literally my thoughts. And it says, very, very beautiful. Oh my gosh, this one. Not the comments roasting them. I mean, there's a debate of whether they're wearable. Would you wear these on a hike, or where would you wear these? I don't know. Where would you? Oh my god. Sick. They're already decomposed. Okay. Well, it seems like they're not a fan favorite, but it is, in a way, a compostable shoe. This is the designer. Does she wear her own shoes? I don't know. She doesn't have anything on here about her shoe. Anyways, but moving on, that was a very interesting article. But I also saw that a former model is fighting to make Copenhagen Fashion Week runways more inclusive. This was an article in Marie Claire, and it explains how Mona Ali has built her agency on welcoming all forms of beauty. And then it goes on to say that sustainability requirements in the Copenhagen Fashion Week are not the only feature that makes it an outlier. So basically, you'll be able to see that still in the fashion shows, there's a lot of like white people, but within Copenhagen Fashion Week, there's a lot of diversity. So there's women, you know, that just like they're normal everyday people. Yeah, that's really cool. I think I love seeing how Mona is like the founder of Scandinavia's, how do you say that? Scandinavia? Yeah. First Black-owned modeling agency called Fetty. I mean, it's true. There's a lot of like certain beauty standards within fashion shows. And then to see like diversity and different sizes, it's just like really unique. But, oh my gosh, she was told I was too short, that I was too old, and I was around 27. Oh no. Okay, so I'm kind of confused. So she's the one that's working on inclusive casting, but she herself said that she doesn't necessarily see the, you know, the typical casting of like just white thin models in Copenhagen, which is good. So I think she's like pushing the needle forward and like bringing in all sorts of beauty that are overlooked by other firms, which is cool. Nice. I love that. So in the early seasons and the present, Ali has thought of her role as a people's collector. She seeks out models who aren't like the commercial mold other runways might favor, and find them plenty of work at Fashion Week that prioritizes diversity. So in Copenhagen, designers understand anyone can wear clothes on a runway, and think that's slightly different from a designer who might like think this is the look that we're going for, she explains. They're more open to seeing their designs on more broadened types of women and people in general. Nice. And she says, representing underrepresented models has made Copenhagen Fashion Week better, but hasn't made it perfect. There are some things when it comes to the hair and makeup industry that can improve. It can look nice on the outside, but it really has to reflect diversity on the inside. And there's a lot of work to be done. Oh, I love this. Well, good for her. I think that's the start. It's a good start. Let's see. So she and the reporter met before New York Fashion Week, and then they were saying that only 0.8% of looks shown across New York, London, Milan, and Paris were plus size. Oh gosh, that's such a small percentage. I had to ask Ali how she perceives the decline in runway diversity. And she says that she's kind of disappointed. But it's a source of motivation. America is still going to be a huge inspiration for me, but I really hope we can give them inspiration now in some way. Well, a start's a start, which is what matters, okay? A start is a start. That's what matters. Oh, you know what I saw? Shein and Temu are being slapped with a 30% Levi on US bound goods. This is going to be so good. So it says that they've been asked by logistic agents to start paying an additional 30% Levi after President Donald Trump earlier this week hiked tariffs on goods imported to US from China and Hong Kong. Oof, Shein is gonna have a fit. It's gonna have a fit. So, oh my gosh, the extra 30% of the retail value of the goods being sold must be paid in the form of a deposit, which agents will then return or ask to be topped up depending on the actual tax charges from U.S. Customs. Retailers also told Bloomberg that they're worried about the possibility of significant logistical delays because it's not clear how much time or extra time the customs clearing process may take. Oh no. Damn. And then the added stress comes as the U.S. Postal Service flip-flops on inbound international packages from China and Hong Kong. Such hours after the mail service earlier this week announced it was suspending some shipments, it reversed that decision, saying it was working with Customs and Border Protection to implement an efficient collection mechanism for the new China tariffs to ensure the least disruption to package delivery. Oh gosh, they're gonna come late. No! Oh my gosh. Oh my god. It said last year companies including Shein and Temu shipped some $46 billion of small parcels to the U.S. and they were declared a value of less than $800. And that represents 11% of all U.S. reported imports from China. Shein is going to take a hit for sure. Oh my gosh. And also, the U.S. Postal Service is a popular option among Chinese online retailers for domestic delivery once their products arrive in North America because it's cheap and extends to remote locations. Oh no, Shein, what will you ever do? This is going to hurt them a lot. Oh my gosh. Oh no. So several suppliers involved in the negotiations with the online platform said factories have no room to lower prices because their profitability has already been squeezed to the limit. They declined to identify discussing sensitive matters to the public. I think they're going to take a big hit. Shein and Temu are going to lose the monies. I think so. I definitely think so. Okay, so let's see. This article discussed the wealthy 1% are turning to new status symbols that can't be bought, and it's hurting Dior, Versace, and Burberry, and it's by Fortune. So if you guys haven't heard, Walmart's making like fake versions of like luxury bags, and it's called the Workin versus the Birkin, and yeah, they're knockoffs, but now like the rich are going to a different luxury status. If you're not surprised, that's what they do to exude, you know, elitism and classism, and I'm number one, you know. So yeah, I think what are they doing? Oh, let me see. What are they flexing? I think it's like leisure time, like doing what you want. Having free time is like the true leisure, true novelty right now. One of the biggest reasons why the ultra-rich is resisting bougie status symbols is because high-end brands are falling short on their promises. Okay. So it's predicted that novel clothing items that reflect the buyer's self-expression of values of sustainability will be the new it item. Do you think so? I don't know if this is true though. Oh look, Burberry has responded to this trend with a personalization hub focused on monogramming luxury items with customers' initials, while Louis Vuitton has recently leaned into more colorful style that is its classic brown leather look. Well, You can customize all you want, but that doesn't make you a better person or better. In general. Okay, let's quickly move on. Oh, I saw that the Berkeley College is going to have a Rewear It Forward event where they like collect clothing, and it's a really cool initiative. And they actually have a circular fashion class, which is super exciting to see. I just love when colleges just like adopt sustainability and actually have classes on it and incentivize people to learn. I love it. I love it. I love how they're learning about circular fashion. Oh, I'm super into this vibe. I love 2003 like vintage haute couture sort of like looks. I could not find this YouTube video for the life of me, but look at the beautiful details on this dress. I love it. I need this. That was all. That was it for that. But moving on, I also saw in the Seoul Fashion Week that there was this designer called Anna who is basically combining fashion technology with a slogan called Glamorous Sustainable Fashion with technology. And the concept is Cosmogeny, Sound Breaking Stars. And I think we need to all look at the fashion show collectively because it's so beautiful. It is. Beautiful. That's Anna. Hannah, I mean. I didn't know there was sustainable fashion in Seoul Fashion Weeks. I'm so naive sometimes, but these looks are so beautiful. Some of the pieces look like fast fashion, so I wonder how she used tech to make sustainable fashion collections. I love this look. It's like masculine with feminine. It's just the boots are throwing me off. Kind of look like socks, not gonna lie. Oh, this is super cool. I love the dangles. More dangles. I like the dangles. They look like crystals, no? It's still giving like fast fashion, even though it's sustainable fashion, or am I just tweaking? I would wear this coat. It's so fluffy. That one's fluffy too. I kind of don't like the collection. I'm sorry. Let's fast forward it. Forward it. Oh my god, the fluffy. The fluffy. It's so fluffy. The top doesn't really fit her. It's like too small. The corset's too small. Give me more fluffy. Oh, I manifested. It's so fluffy. It's giving Akira. A-K-I-R-A. It's a brand. What is this? Is she disabled? Oh no. Oh wow. Wow, she's walking the fashion show. Go girl, go. Queen, go for it. Hannah! So fluffy. Okay. Nice. Love that. Also, moving on, I saw that a designer actually made a collection from upcycled bed sheets. I think this was for, what was it? For Berlin Fashion Week, yeah. We should look at it. Lou Bitoli. I've always imagined making a collection out of my bed sheets, and he actually did it. He beat me to it. Okay, I'm gonna probably jump off soon because I'm feeling tired. Nope, nothing shows up. I want to see the collection. I don't think they're on the internet like that. No, I don't see it. Would you guys make a collection out of upcycled bed sheets? I should do that as a challenge. Okay, I found it. So they say that there's like upcycle lingerie pieces as well. These articles move around so much. Can you like track it down? Stop. There's so many ads. Is this behind a paywall? Ah! Show me the pesos. Hello. And why am I glitching so much today? Okay, let's just look at this and then I'm gonna hop off. So basically they used vintage gowns that were draped by hand. Oh, that's so cool. And then bed sheets were restructured to create suits. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm glitching again. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream just because I'm glitching and nothing is working. But hopefully you have a good Friday. See you.